you doing? Rod Hembree here. It's program number 82. We're coming at you. We got a great program. We're going to have a good time. I'm glad you decided to join us. You know who's here? Corey's here with a serious weapon. Oh, yeah, you see, there she is right there with a weapon. We also got Ryan. Control yourself, Corey. You know why? Because I have a water balloon. Check it out. We also got AVI guy here. You better start running because I'm coming after you. AVI guy is here. We also got Delvin Reed, Resolution Group, and we also got Odie, who has the topics. Odie, I'm going to get you, man.
Oh, you can't get me, buddy. You can't get me. Hey, today we have Future Clash. It's coming. We also have Delusions of Grandeur. Sounds interesting. And finally, How to Be Afraid. Ooh, do you know how to be afraid, Rod? Do you?
Let me tell you what, Corey's afraid of the water balloon. She took off with the squirt gun. We got the Facts Faith Challenge coming your way. Don't be afraid of it. Just try to answer it. The Facts and Faith Challenge is this. Check it out, the Facts and Faith Challenge. If God knows the future, then why won't he tell me? Why, man, I want to know. Hey, you know what? Here's AVI Guy coming your way.
Check it out.
Anybody calling?
Check it out.
Hey, I'm back! AVI guy here, and as usual, you're there. You just love electronic streams of thought, don't you? Of course you do. You're a media junkie, just like me.
Media, plural for medium. Medium, in between. A thing or condition in the middle. A thing through which a force acts or an effect is made.
Yo, dude, like that's weird.
Let's get more.
Okay, class, let's analyze. Hey, control. Yeah. Do you believe in what you see?
Believe, to take to be true, to trust, to be real.
Do you believe in what you see?
See, to be aware or have sense through visual observation.
Danger, Will Robinson. Extreme danger present. After all, seeing is believing. You see me, so I must be a real person, right? Then prove it.
Believing is much more than seeing.
Check it out.
Hey, the Facts and Faith Challenge. If God knows the future, then why won't he tell me, man? I want to know. You know what? Here's clue number one. Clue number one is because he likes watching you suffer. I don't think that's it. Speaking of suffer, where did Corey go? Because I'm going to nail her with the water balloons. I don't know where she went. We've got also news with an attitude coming your way. Where'd Corey go? Here's news with an attitude Rod knows all. Corey, where'd you go? New propulsion technology is lighting up the sky. Details next on News with an Attitude.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity.
And so tonight it gives me great pleasure to make way for a man who knows what he's talking about.
From the island of Pogo Hogo, I'm Rod Knows All with local and global news from your communities and planet Earth. Beam me up, Scotty. It flies on a laser beam and looks like an oversized acorn. And it's not a UFO, no. But it is a flying dish designed to demonstrate the latest and the greatest in new propulsion energies.
Who knows what waits for us in nature's no man's land?
At California's Edwards Air Force Base, high-power lasers are being fired at the back end of specially light craft dishes, sending them thousands of feet into the air.
Nothing is going to stop me from completing this experiment.
Professor Leek Morrow says the new technology burns the backside of the craft, which heats up the air behind it, causing it to soar.
Watch out!
Why, that was close!
Serious news. And now, to more serious news. Good Now Corporation has completed an important work for today's world. Research of the world's most sought-after action figures.
No, not to me, please.
Apparently, the 12-inch size G.I. Joe, with light hair, is the most sought-after collectible among the populace today, selling at about $500 per Joe.
Gentlemen, we are witnessing a biological chain reaction.
Did a headache spoil the day for you? Are you still feeling a little miserable and upset?
Mr. McDonald, do you ever do the dishes for your wife? I should say not.
Yo-ho, yo-ho. Brush, let's all have our voice, whichever you've the notion. 50 cents for shaving cream, $1 for the lotion.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, just a fact.
Chris, you seen Corey? I don't see her around here anywhere. I think she's taken off with her squirt pen. Listen, you can join us on the webpage, program 82, item number 10, because knowledge is power. Remember that. We got some great data coming your way about this topic, the future clash, and here is the data. It says something very interesting. Now listen to this from 2 Thessalonians. Here's what it says. Okay, here's the deal with the coming again of Christ that everyone's talking about it. You really should understand this stuff because it does affect your life in a big way. Now listen, don't get confused. Don't get all up in a huff and go wait for some kind of UFO to come and pick you up, man. I want to go. No, don't do that. Don't join some kind of later day cult movement. Don't do that. No, that's not a good idea. Look, some stuff has to happen before the return of the one called Christ takes place. For example, there will be a great day of rebellion against God, the truth, and our Creator. It's true. The one leading the rebellion will be some smooth-talking guy, like a used car salesman, but only better, we call the lawless one. He will be the one who tries to take the place of God. He will cause us, I hope not, to worship the human spirit and the evil spirit rather than God's spirit. This is the beginning of the end. 2 Thessalonians 2, 1-4. Now, you don't have to worship him if you don't want to worship him, but you see, that's the thing. You got to make some kind of choice. You say, Rod, why are you talking about the end and all this stuff? Because the first fact is on the screen. And it says this: God maps out the future clashes so we can get our lives repaired and prepared. You see, that's the point here. Being repaired in your life also means being prepared for the future. Now that's really important because the Data Master talks about this. You're going to face an ultimate end one way or another. But first, you have to face the voice of reason. Coming up very, very simple, and the voice of reason helps us understand. Here it is.
Roger, Houston. Copy. We have a voice of reason.
Hey, Space Shuttle, do you have the voice of reason? Well, I know you have the voice of reason. Check it out. It's a very good one talking about the future clash. In the future clash, and there will be one, what you decide is the truth will overtake you. Then, oh boy, that's pretty serious, man. I'll tell you something. You say, Rod, why are you talking about this? Because it has to do with the next topic about the future. Odie!
Hey, Rod, next we've got delusions of grandeur.
I'm Delvin. This is Resolution, and today's topic is Rebellion Wrong.
Resolution.
Today we had a question, and the question circles around the more bigger question: is rebellion wrong?
I think it depends on what you're rebelling against. Are you rebelling against God, or are you rebelling against your circumstances?
If the laws are impeding against what God's laws are saying, then it's not necessarily, I don't know if it's rebellion or whatever, but God's laws always take a higher precedence.
If you look at the way society is, there are certain rules set up for a reason, and it's the same with God. I mean, he he has set certain things in his word that are truth, and he's put them there for a reason. It's not because he hates us. It's not because we're like bad people. It's because he loves us.
You always got to take God's absolute right and wrong, first, and I think it takes precedence.
There's a higher right and wrong than what the world has. Like, there's a higher standard. I don't know if that makes sense. But God's right and wrong is ultimate, and man's right and wrong is temporary and always changing.
They challenge. If God knows the future, then why won't he tell me? Clue number 1 was, well, you see, because he likes to watch you suffer. No, that's not it. Clue number 2 is this, because he really doesn't know the future.
No, that's not it.
You seen Corey around here? I don't think I've seen her. In fact, I think she's afraid. She took off. Delusions of grandeur. Let's talk about delusions, the truth about lies. I got a bad feeling about this.
The mysteries of the past lead us to the purpose for the future. Answers for the present. UFOs explained. Ancient aliens revealed. Time has a beginning. Time has an end. File 7. Declassified. What are miracles? Are they from God? Where is the real source of supernatural power? Is it separate from God? Is it good or evil or both? For years, theories have developed about a superhuman culture, higher life forms, superintelligence, beings in harmony with supernatural forces. Are they coming, or are they already here? Do they hold the keys to our freedom, or will they imprison us by their power? How do we find the source of true power? The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with the work of Satan, displayed in all kinds of counterfeit miracles, signs, and wonders, and in every sort of evil that deceives those who are perishing. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 9. There is an ultimate force waiting to destroy all other counterfeits. The truth is in there.
Hey, look at all this clutter around here. Does this look like your room, Chris? Yeah, I think so. Okay, we're talking. You can follow along the webpage, item 20, program 82. Hope to see you there. We got some very interesting data talking about delusions of grandeur. The truth about lies. Here's the data. It's on the screen, and the data says this. Since evil fell to earth, there has been a secret power of lawlessness at work. But the one who now holds it back will continue to do so until what? Until he's taken away for a time. At that time, the lawless one will be revealed. Whom the one called Christ, now listen to this, will overpower. That's right. When he returns a second time. That's right. But the coming of the lawless one will be synced up with all kinds of miracles and wonders seen in the skies and on earth. Oh no, contact Agent Muller everywhere. Many will be seduced by these signs because they've decided not to love the truth. Now this is the final test of truth that God will use, yes, he will use it, this delusion of grandeur to see who's for real and who's not. Those who choose not to love the truth choose to love evil. 2 Thessalonians 2, 7-12. Now this is a real big problem. You see, the thing is, in order for there to be lies, there has to be truth. So what is truth? Here's the first fact, and it says this. Check it out. Truth is more than a feeling. Miracles do not always tell the truth. Have you ever seen a miracle? A lot of people say because they see something kind of strange, it's really great and wild and out there. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. But here's the voice of reason.
The voice of reason.
Check it out. Here's the voice of reason, and it's kind of a good one. The voice of reason is this. The truth about lies is many times lies feel like the truth. But that brings another question. Is feeling really the truth? Can you feel the truth? That's a good question. All these questions and more will be answered next. Here's the topic, Odie.
Rod. Next we've got how to be afraid. Ooh.
A lot of people say, just go with it, man. Don't stand for anything. Just tolerate it. Just a minute on that. I want to talk to you. Here we go. What does integrity mean? Let's take a look at a passage from an ancient text. It says this, check it out. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. What does duplicity means? It means that you have a divided foundation. You got a problem because what you're standing on or what you're being founded on is all broken up. You see, the point is, integrity means that you come from one solid unit. And from that one solid unit, you can stand and face the world because, believe me, you're going to have to face a lot of things in the world that you don't necessarily want to face. So, integrity means staying whole, staying right, standing up for something. Duplicity, that's going to destroy you. Don't just fall for anything. If you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for everything. Think it over. The Facts the Faith Challenge. If God knows the future, why won't he tell me, man? Clue number 1 was because he likes to watch you suffer. Clue number 2 was because he really doesn't know the future. Clue number 3 was, don't ask disrespectful questions. What's the matter with you? You can ask any question you want. Some people are afraid of the truth, like Corey might be afraid of the truth because she's running away from this water balloon. Why are people afraid of the truth? We're talking about the truth with Dr. Bad Tracking.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight.
Hey, Doc. This is amazing. Doc, what is it?
Quiet, you fraction head! I'm trying to work with whole numbers here.
Whole numbers? I didn't know numbers had holes in them.
Knock it off, you digit head! I'm trying to count here!
Oh, I get it.
No! You raw brain! You don't get it! You intern students are all the same! This is not like anything you've ever seen. This is my new quantum computer featuring qubit superposition.
Doc, does it have Windows 98?
What? You've seen a In order for any liquid quantum computer to work, it has to be isolated. It must be all alone.
Okay, Doc. I'd check your hard drive if I were you.
There's no hard drive on a quantum computer! It's all liquid. Lonely atoms floating in an endless sea of solitaire. Besides, you don't take over people's minds with conventional thoughts. You need the thinking power of a quantum superposition!
What?
Don't you get it? This liquid quantum computer can change the way people see reality by using their feelings as computer drivers.
It is said the world we live in is driven by what we feel rather than truth. But what if there were objective truth, an absolute reality? Would we accept it in spite of our feelings, or would we banish it to the other limits?
And now, my brainless little wonder, it's time to test my quantum interface for my computer. I call it my emotional browser.
Uh-oh.
Put it on.
Hello? Doc? Doc? Hello?
Quiet, you XT head! I'm trying to align the quantum computer! Now listen, it's time to reprogram your brain. Now listen, answer the following questions. 2 + 2 equals what?
That's easy, Doc. 4.
Oh, yeah? The truth causes you pain!
Hey, Doc, that hurts!
The truth brings you pain! I'll get everyone to associate truth with pain. No one will want the truth because no one wants pain. Oh, and then I'll take over the world.
Hey there, our culture tries to reprogram us that truth is bad because truth causes you pain. But wait a minute, here's the voice of reason. Being afraid of truth is wrong. Being afraid of lies is right. How to be afraid? Be afraid of that which is a delusion, that which is a lie, because it could cause a hole to happen in your faith, and that's no good. Now you stay there because we're going to talk more about these subjects and more before this balloon breaks. Money, 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 it's a rich man's world. All I need is money. Just a minute on that.
Here we go.
You see, here's the problem. If you have a lot of money, which this isn't, sorry, then you might be a target. Let me show you something from the passage. Check it out. It says this: a man's riches may ransom his life, but a poor man hears no threat. Now, let me explain that. This is the coolest passage, because here's what it means. It means that the guy who wants money, well, everybody wants him. Everybody wants a piece of him because he's got money. But the guy who doesn't have money, he doesn't have to worry about a lot of problems. He doesn't have to worry about dealing with all these issues related to money. It's true. And the fact of the matter is that you can be just as satisfied without having a lot of money as you can having a lot of money. The key is getting close to your creator. Do it today. Think it over.
Let's hear more from the start of it.
Check it out. It's time for the Facts and Fate Challenge. We've been talking about it. It's right here on the tape, and it says this. If God knows the future, then why won't he tell me, man? And then we said, well, clue number 1 was because he likes to watch you suffer. No, that's not it. You see, that's not it. Clue number 2 was, well, you know, he really doesn't know the future. No, that's not it either. What's the matter with that? And then the final clue was, don't ask disrespectful questions. What's the matter with you? No, you can ask any question you want to of God. Here's the real deal. I wrote it down here, and it's this. If we knew the future, we'd get lazy. God wants us to change the future for the better. Get it? I have to remind myself of that about 100 times a day. It's true. Now, I want to remind you of 3 things that we talked about on this program. Number 1, there's more to believing than seeing. Seeing is not always believing. Remember that. And also, miracles are not always a sign of the truth. Sometimes miracles can be used to deceive. And also, the truth is good. Sometimes it causes you pain. Don't be afraid of the pain. Remember, pain is information, like I'm going to have some pain in the water fight in a second. Pain is information, and sometimes you need that information. And we got a serious water fight going on. Oh, I'm getting nailed. All right. That's it. Here we go. All right. You think you're safe over there? You're not safe. Oh, yeah? Check that out. Ah!
And now, my brainless little wonder, it's time to test my quantum interface for my computer. Watch this.